and take a look out there. We've got some polar bears. Yeah. Kaluk is right here next to us. In fact, I'm going to pull up a little bit for us in just a second. First of all, I've got a bear coming around the corner. She'll be out of sight when I pull up. So I want you to see her first. She's nibbling on some fruits and veggies. But here, let me get you up closer to Kaluk. So I am going to move a little bit if you want to hang on the railing.
I bet he stays in the water because he overheats so much. Yeah, that's... He has to stay in the water, otherwise he begins to get too hot.
And I think everything in the back now has a better view of Kaluk. He's right there in the very front of the pool, swimming around. Say hello to your colleague. So you guys might contribute, but Kaluk does some very important scientific studies. He's part of research. We observe him. We try to understand his energy needs better. We just do a lot of cool stuff. I mean, it's very hard to go to the Arctic, find the polar bear, get them to hold still, and fill out a questionnaire. Practically impossible. So here, it's just such a wonderful opportunity to have exotic animals and zoos where we can not only take care of them, encourage them to reproduce, but also learn from them. The more we know about these species, the better we can help them in the wild. And
looks like he's loving.
Great question. I was just going to say, this is a little bit different. We can still learn about how to protect them, but yes, this is a different situation altogether, isn't it? When we first got these birds, they were 6 months old, very young, so that was easy for them to acclimate. They were orphans, by the way, sad story. Good ending. And so they did get used to our temperatures. We first put the pool at around 20, 30 degrees, thinking that's what they'd like. They would not get in. They would dip a toe in and then prance away, all offended. We finally bumped it up to about 50 or 60 degrees, and I like that, yeah. Now, of course, the main difference is these bears are not on the Arctic diet. Up north, they're eating seals and sea lions, getting a lot of fat on their bodies, and that's how they can have a...
Have you seen that one around the
corner? Here, we get them very healthy, they're very fit,
there's a female.
but we regulate it with fruits and veggies. So they just don't have as much blubber on them as their friends up the north would. So Kaluk is there swimming around in some pretty tepid water. Being a very nice little California bear. They're mostly just lounging in the sun and watching their weight, just like all of us here in California. Yeah, how about that? And they're even blonde. How about that? Actually, what color is a polar bear?
White.
That's black.
Polar bear?
If you want a white polar bear,
I thought it's white.
Take a good look. Now he is actually looking very clean today, actually. But when you see them, they're more of a tawny color, kind of yellow and brown. They roll around in the dirt, you know, they like to do that, so they get a lot of dirt in them. They're technically black. Their skin is black.